Twisted Fate is known for having incredible map presence, one-tapping minion waves, and executing the most intricate of combos. You know, you got the gold card wild card combo, the gold card into right wild card combo, the red, no, that one was a mistake. Oh yeah, there's the gold card into wild card into an empowered auto attack from your stacked deck combo. I guess you could say that his combos are pure gold. Get it? Cause gold cards.
It's kind of funny, ain't it? Pure gold, brother, you pure gold. Just let the royalty deep inside of you unfold, cause you are pure gold. Sister, you pure gold.
And I do not know how to transition from here. Yep, that works. Twisted Fate may be a strong competitive pick today, but was he always this Gambit impersonator, or was there a time where maybe he was just on the Ellen Show cutting bananas? Find out on today's episode of How OP League Used to Be. Twisted Fate, or TF as the hip kids say, has been around for an incredible amount of time. In fact, he was one of the original 40 champions, and way back then his kit was completely changed, which means welcome to the League of Legends OG Champion Spotlight, featuring Twisted Fate, David Blaine with a hat. Twisted Fate's passive was Second Sight. TF increases his allies' critical strike chance by 3 to 5% based on his level. This ability sounds more useless than those metal bars on push doors. I mean, I guess it kind of makes it so there's no reason to be taking the 0.5 crit chance bot lane. Twister Bait's Q was Seal of Fate. TF reveals the cursed fate of his enemy. That enemy is silenced and marked with a curse that burns for up to 7 seconds or until he can destroy a unit. Kind of sounds like a mini Alawi vessel. That's kind of cool. But a click shot silence? I mean, come the fuck on. Click shot silences are the reason that we can't have nice things. They are the fuel for Donald Trump's second coming of Hitler. Twilight Princess's W was wild cards, but a completely different wild cards than you know today. Every single auto attack, TF deals bonus damage of anywhere between 1 to 100 damage at max rank. You know, TF is called the card master. He was always talking about how he rigs the deck and never loses, but if he's so good, why would he not just throw 100s every fucking time? Like, it just sounds like a really shitty magic trick. Twizzler's E was Gate. Yes, the teleporting ability that is now the second activation of his ult used to be on a basic ability. It could be on an 18-second cooldown late in the game, and not to mention, it was global. Level 1, if you wanted to be troll, you could take your E and just hop into the enemy's fountain, just because. Late game, you could be a split-pushing monster, jumping to each wave to shove it out and always being available for fights. Bot lane to top lane, your base to theirs, it doesn't matter. This shit is more aggravating than the news coming out about all these Minecraft YouTubers being pedophiles. And finally, Twine of Yarn's ultimate was Destiny, without Gate of course. But don't let that shit fool you. Yes, it still revealed enemies, but it also slowed them for 40%. For 4 seconds. Sound familiar? The only downside to this ability was that it also revealed himself to the enemies. So I'm sure that you can imagine all the scenarios that this ability would actually get you Bill Cosby. Thank you for watching the Sponsored by Mom Champion Spotlight. Join us next week when we talk about the fact that I have no fucking Twitter followers. Like, what the fuck? I thought you loved me. So that was Twisted Fate until May 9th of 2009 when he received somewhat of a rework. First off, his Q became today's wildcards. That's it. His W became pick a card, with a side of bullshit. Instead of giving mana back, his blue card would just allow him to pick another card, free last hit helper, and a poke tool. Cute. Red card was the same but a little bit bigger AoE, and gold card was an AoE stun. Yes, you heard it right. It was literally this shit, except bullshit. Not only that, but gold card did the most damage. Pulling a red card Reggie was always a mistake, but here's the catch. It wasn't that easy to pull a gold card every time because the time you would have to select gold card was rather short. I couldn't find the numbers, so I apologize, but basically blue card would wag its ass in your face for a good amount of time, red card would be available for a shorter duration, and gold card for an even shorter. Here's the second catch. There was no activating W a second time to lock in a card. You had to start your auto attack while the card was above your head to use that card. It was figured out that you could actually lock in a card by canceling an auto attack with the desired card above your head, and you could actually store whatever card you wanted forever. Until you used it, of course. Like with blue buff, this could be the ultimate zoning tool. Just lock in a gold card, stand on top of your creeps, and farm with your Q. No one would be able to step up without getting fucked harder than that one guy from One Punch Man. Finally, while his ultimate was active, Gate would teleport him instantly. Please name me one thing in this game that is more broken than a global flash. Like, every single person on the map is slowed, and you get infinite movement speed. Yep, fair and balanced, right? Thanks. TF's W slowly molded into today's pick a card and was officially mirrored at TF's second mini rework back in early 2010. This rework marked his passive being changed to loaded dice, where his allies had a built-in Adverse Blade, getting 2 gold per kill. You know, I hate abilities that reward shitty players, like Vygar's ult. I get fed and do more damage to you, therefore you get to do more damage to me. Like, that makes less sense than the Green Goblin being a side villain in Spider-Man 2. Gate was also finally moved to his ult, and his ult would no longer slow, but you best fucking believe that it was still global, and it remained global until July 26, 2011, which is now marked as the second day in July that I set off fireworks. TF's E became stacked deck, and by stacked deck, I mean stacked as fuck ability. Not only did it give the attack speed and damage every 4th auto, but it also gave him 15% CDR, and we all know how valuable CDR is today. Like, cooldown reduction is more valuable than a Maserati being driven by Bill Gates, where he pays me to take me places. The only other major change to TF from then until now was his pick a card timings being changed. It used to be super threatening when you could have the deck shuffling for 10 seconds, lock in a gold card at the last second, and stand on the creep wave for the next 10 seconds, acting more tough than that guy at the gym who screams his mating call every rep. And then 5 seconds later, you do it all over again. Although there wasn't much else that happened to Twisted Fate, there were numerous bugs throughout, and we're gonna go over a few. Like how his red card would penetrate spell shields, he could port while being stunned, taunted, feared, or suppressed, he would stun himself if he canceled his gate, his ulti would reveal stealth wards, if an enemy was near, Zonia's would not stop TF from porting, red card would sometimes just not do damage, QSS cleanse and casting wild cards would cause him to instantly teleport, the AoE in his red cards would randomly do more damage or less damage than intended, the slow on red card would be refreshed with every tick of red buff, and that's not even all of them. But that is all the time I have for today. How OP do you think Twisted Fate was? Personally, I think that he was fucking broken, but what else is new? If you are watching this the day this was uploaded, then I'm probably streaming right now for my birthday. So you heard birthday, so now you're obligated to come on out. Twitch.tv/frostprime_. The link is in the description. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Toodles!